So, thank you so much for joining the day 2 of the 10 at 10 for 10 yoga challenge. 10 minutes of yoga at 10 a.m. for 10 days. Day 2. So, starting with some breathing exercises, close your eyes and relax your arms by the side of your body. Really ground your feet, bring your shoulders back and down, head up straight, and take a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Inhale with your arms up so they meet over the top of your head, and exhale, bringing them back down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. If you have a mat, come to the top of your mat and bring your feet together. Standing up straight, shoulders back, inhale your arms up over your head, looking at your hands, and fold down all the way down to the ground. If your hamstrings are tight, you can put them on your calves or even your knees or thighs, wherever you are today. Fold down, looking up at your belly button. You can have a slight bend in your knees if it's more comfortable. And then come to a half lift, so your back really nice and straight. Again, your fingers might brush the ground, they might be on your calves or your knees or even your thighs. Bring your hands down to the ground and step back into a plank. And from here, chaturanga. So either that's a half push up down to the ground, either your knees down or a full one. Relax your feet and come into a cobra. So you're lifting up your back, you can take your hands away, it's all in the back strength. Tuck your toes and come back into a downward dog. 3 breaths here. Feet hip distance, hands shoulder distance, and you just want your back to be straight. Your knees can be bent if you want, but your back needs to be straight. Maybe stepping the feet out a little bit, walking the dog. At first downward dog of the day. Looking between your hands, step forward and come into that half lift. Forward fold and arms up over your head, down into a prayer. Right, we're going to do that another 2 times, a little bit quicker now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back into your plank, chaturanga and cobra. Tuck your toes, downward dog, and 3 breaths here. Looking between your hands, stepping forward, halfway lift, forward fold, inhale the arms up, and back to prayer. And again, inhale the arms up, looking up at your hands, forward fold, halfway lift, stepping back into your plank and your chaturanga. Cobra, tucking the toes and back into a downward dog. A couple of breaths here. With the downward dog, you want to be pushing away with your arms. Really make sure your arms are straight. Relax your head. Looking between your hands, Step forward, halfway lift, forward fold, and from here we're going to go into a chair pose. So feet together, knees together, and if you look down, you don't want your knees to go past your toes, so you can still see your toes. If you want it a little bit more challenging, you can bring your arms together, sit a little bit lower, tiny bit lower, and we're coming back into your prayer. Come into a wide-legged stance, and from here coming into a forward fold. So your feet are parallel, hands on the ground. The wider your legs are, the easier it will be. And come to where you are. You know, you might be there today, you might be lower down, so wherever you are today. But what you want to do is just shift the weight in your feet from your heels just towards the balls of your foot. Lovely. Keeping the hands where they are, legs where they are, sorry, feet where they are. Turn your right foot out and bend the leg, coming into a warrior two pose. So arms straight, make sure your knee doesn't go past your toe. Make sure your back leg is really straight. And straighten the leg, swap the feet round, so you're turning your left foot out now, and bend your left leg, coming to the warrior pose on the other side. Lovely. From here, straighten your legs, coming back to the centre. We're going to go into a goddess pose. So from here, if you turn your feet outwards and bend your legs. So really feeling that stretch in your thighs, maybe moving from side to side. Lovely. Now bring your hands either side of your foot, coming into your plank pose. And from here, hold that plank. If this is super easy for you, you can lift up one of your feet. And then the other, really working that core. And come down to the ground. So from here, lie on your back and bring your feet as close to your bum as they'll go. You want your feet kind of hip distance and pointing forwards. And we're going to do a bridge pose. So lifting up your pelvis. So when you're in this pose, try not to twist your neck. But what you do want to do is just relax your bum muscles. This should be all in the thigh. Lovely. And slowly bring your back down, vertebra by vertebra. Stretching your legs out. Hands over your head. And sit up and come into a forward fold. You might want to just move your bum muscles out the way and come into a forward fold. It doesn't matter if your legs are a little bit bent. Lovely. And that is the 10 minutes up. So if you just lie back down, and this is the last pose, Shavasana. Relaxing your breath. eyes closed. Feeling your heartbeat returning to normal. Lovely. So that was the end of the 10-minute session. So it goes really nice and quickly. So thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. And I hope to see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at the same time for the next